education, motivation, vocabulary, syntax, bravery. These are all words Everett Dahl, German teacher at used to describe the process of learning a new language. In my case, the language was Italian. Was this my experience? No. Definitely no. Buongiorno. My name is Corey Lunn. This was one of the few words that I learned in Italian. I also learned these. I just need like an amount of time where they go down the screen. Okay. I will cut like right there. I wanted to learn Italian for many reasons. Number one, every summer I am forced to endure a family reunion with old Italian men. Number two, I needed to do something for a project and this seemed easy, but I was gravely mistaken. Among other things. Despite my Italian ancestry and the Duolingo owl breathing down the back of my neck, I was unable to complete the goal. It is now April 28th at the time of writing this, and I need something, anything, for this project. So thank you for joining me on my journey of not learning Italian, but it was for a school project, and I'm doing this now, I guess. Like I'm making a video. It's like a self-help video for like language learners, and it's for a school project. So, I need a chair or something. I can't stand up this whole time. So, about Duolingo. Duolingo is an app you can get on your phone and a website on your computer that can help you learn a language. It has different levels of language learning that goes up in difficulty as you go through the levels. There are many similar language learning applications, but Duolingo is different. Why? It has a mascot. Yes, there have been many apps with mascots that came after it, and probably a few before it, but none of them have risen to the heights that Duolingo has. And that is specifically because of its iconic mascot, Duo the Owl. I don't know if you know this, but the owl has sort of become a meme. When you don't practice your language skills for a while, or even for just a day, Duo will email you or send you a notification politely asking you to take time out of your day to practice. But as the days go on and you still haven't practiced, the messages become more and more frantic. You made Duo sad, crying emoji. These reminders don't seem to be working. We'll stop sending them now. It's simple. Spanish or vanish. These are things that the Duolingo owl has said to me. Based on social media coverage, I assumed Duo the owl was this horrifying criminal bird that wanted me to learn a language, whatever it takes, sometimes hinting at murder. But those don't seem that drastic. I was actually surprised when I did research for those quotes. I thought I would find more creepy and unsettling quotes from the Duolingo owl, but he actually isn't the perpetrator of that idea. We are, with memes. Around the beginning of 2018, the Duolingo owl meme began. It has been slowly gaining traction since then, and it has recently been the highest in its popularity. The company of Duolingo took advantage of this, and that's why we're here now. But why would Duolingo do that, I hear you asking? Why would they maintain the idea that their cute mascot wants to break into your house or place of work to force you into doing your daily Spanish lesson? Because it's a free marketing tactic. It's a brilliant ad campaign that just fell into their laps. But, does it work? In a Mashable article inspired by the memes, Morgan Song reached out to her high school Spanish teacher. She said, "You're not really encouraging people by sending messages that are going to generate more anxiety," she explained in a phone call. "I feel like if you're getting notifications all the time, it's almost like you're getting harassed." In my experience, being harassed doesn't really make me want to participate in the thing that's harassing me. So really, the bloodthirsty owl stereotype, or in actuality, the sad owl stereotype, isn't really good for actually getting you to do the lessons. All it's really good for is promoting the app and making you feel like you're a disappointment to a bird. Also mentioned in the article, Duolingo can't fully teach you a language, no matter how much he threatens you over email. German teacher Herr Dahl confirmed this when I asked him if Duolingo works. He said, "I don't think language learners should expect to reach any level of fluency using solely Duolingo. It's great for vocabulary, and it does teach grammar and syntax, but it's really only a first step in my opinion. So, it's fine for learning the basic grammar and writing aspects of a language, but you can't expect to just learn a language fully on Duolingo in a few months, like I did." So, I think there's a lot of potential for a third game, because, at the end she was leaving, and, oh! Hello. So, in wondering why Italian was so hard to learn for me, I turned to the experts. As I mentioned before, I spoke with Ridgehei's German teacher, Herr Dahl, and I spoke with an actual Italian exchange student, Vittoria. I didn't get any footage of either of them because of personal preferences and scheduling issues, but I did manage to get some of the answers to the questions that the internet couldn't fully answer for me. The basics of what both of them said were as follows. Learning a language is more about communicating with other people than anything else. Fluency, as defined by Herr Dahl, as living in the language or using the language to learn more about it. If you're totally isolated on an app on your phone trying to learn how to speak a language, then you're never going to be completely fluent. You have to immerse yourself in the culture of that language, and more importantly, talk to the people in that language. Now, this isn't to say that you actually have to live in a country that the language is spoken in. There's so many online groups like the one on Duolingo that I didn't use, and there's almost definitely some type of club that you can meet within your town even. Of course, it would be helpful to live in the country, though. Vittoria told me in her interview that living there for a few months can make all the difference. And this all just goes to show that I was learning Italian completely wrong. For my daily lessons, I would be sitting in a dark room on my laptop at 11:45 p.m. half asleep, and then I would forget everything the next day. And then, there would be the 2 months where I didn't even touch anything related to Italian, and I was thinking, okay, I'll learn Italian next month. I'll just learn all the Italian in a month, which is obviously not possible. But I thought it might be. This video was insanely hard to make, but it would have been harder to learn Italian in a month and put together a bad video presentation. So I'm thankful for my wit and my charm. So 2 tips for language learners. Number 1, you have to have an actual motivation for learning the language. You can't just easily learn Italian for a school project in 9 months. Don't do that. 2, use Duolingo or any of the other language learning apps to their fullest extent. Use the message boards. Meet with other people learning the same language as you. Do your lessons at the same time every day. Have a set time where you learn your language. At 3 p.m., I am going to practice Portuguese. And number 3, bonus tip, do not under any circumstances wear a frog hat for the entirety of your serious school video essay. This is after I've pretty much edited the full video, but thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. It was helpful for me because